Butter is more than just a product. It's the taste of childhood, the aroma of toast in the morning, and the base of countless dishes. But have you ever wondered where this golden delight comes from? How does plain milk transform into a dense, creamy substance we spread on bread? Today, we'll go behind the scenes of one of the most advanced butter factories in the world and follow the process step by step, from cow to packaging. It all begins on the farm. Here, cows enjoy a balanced diet of fresh grass and grains, live in comfortable conditions, and even wear smart collars. These sensors monitor their health, activity, and even mood. Surprisingly, a cow's mood directly affects milk quality. Once collected, the milk is immediately chilled and delivered to the processing center within 24 hours. Speed and hygiene at this stage are crucial for the final flavor of the butter. At the factory, each batch of milk undergoes strict lab testing: bacterial count, acidity, fat content, and density. Only perfectly clean, high-quality milk is approved for the next step: pasteurization. This involves briefly heating the milk to 85 to 90 degrees Celsius, then rapidly cooling it down. This kills harmful microorganisms while preserving taste and nutrients. After pasteurization, the milk goes into a centrifuge spinning at up to 1,500 RPM. Centrifugal force separates the fat from the liquid. This results in two products: cream and skim milk. The fat-rich cream becomes the base for butter and is pumped into special tanks for further processing. The cream is filtered, chilled, and further purified. Here, fat content is standardized to 35 to 40% to ensure recipe stability. For certain butter varieties, lactic acid bacteria cultures are added. These ferment the cream, giving it a slightly tangy flavor and a distinctive aroma. Next, the cream is transferred to maturing tanks where it rests for 8 to 24 hours. This stabilizes the fat phase, enhances flavor, and prepares the texture for churning. Temperature is carefully controlled around 8 degrees Celsius. Any fluctuation can curdle the cream and ruin the batch. Now the magic begins. The cream is pumped into churns, giant drums that beat the cream intensively. This breaks the fat and water emulsion and creates a water and fat emulsion. Fat clumps together into butter granules, and the leftover liquid becomes buttermilk. This process takes 15 to 30 minutes, and the result depends on churning speed, temperature, and cream type. The output is fresh, warm, soft butter, rich and aromatic. To prevent early spoilage, the butter is washed with cold water to remove excess buttermilk. It's then kneaded to further improve its texture and shelf life. Water is mechanically extracted using rollers and presses. The result is a denser, more stable butter. Depending on the recipe, salt is added at this stage, typically around 1 to 1.5%. It enhances flavor and acts as a natural preservative. For flavored butters, ingredients like garlic, herbs, spices, honey, or truffle are mixed in. Everything is blended thoroughly for even flavor distribution. This turns ordinary butter into a gourmet delicacy. The finished butter passes through forming machines that shape it into blocks, portioned packs, cylinders, or even decorative figures. After shaping, it's time for packaging. Foil, parchment paper, or plastic containers are used, not just for protection, but for presentation. Everything is automated with up to 10,000 units processed per hour. The final stage is cooling. Butter is transferred to refrigeration chambers, where it stabilizes at around 4 degrees Celsius and matures in its packaging. From there, it's sent to distribution centers and, ultimately, to store shelves around the world. Also, it can one day arrive on your table, adding richness and flavor to every dish. After packaging, the butter is sent to automated refrigerated storage facilities. The temperature is strictly maintained between 0 and +4 degrees Celsius. These are the optimal conditions to preserve the butter's texture, flavor, and prevent oxidation. Each package is labeled with a barcode that tracks the production date, batch number, expiration date, and even the specific production line. All information is stored in a digital system, allowing the product to be traced all the way back to the factory if needed. Before butter reaches store shelves, every batch undergoes rigorous multi-stage quality control. On-site laboratories select random samples and conduct thorough testing. They check taste and aroma. Tasting panels evaluate freshness, pure buttery flavor, and absence of off notes. Color and structure. The butter must be a uniform pale yellow without streaks or bubbles. Consistency. At room temperature, the product should be soft but not runny. Microbiological safety. Samples are tested for bacteria and other microorganisms. If any parameter fails to meet the standard, the entire batch is blocked and sent for reprocessing. Finished butter is boxed, palletized, and sent to logistics zones. Depending on the client, it may go to retail chains, restaurants, hotels, or be exported. Transportation is done using refrigerated trucks that maintain a stable temperature. Butter must not exceed +8 degrees Celsius during transit. Otherwise, it may lose its shape and flavor. Butter factories work with logistics companies to ensure rapid delivery, typically within 24 to 72 hours of dispatch. Distribution centers in major regions assign priority based on delivery urgency and distance. Modern factories don't only produce classic butter, the product line is increasingly tailored to consumer needs. Unsalted butter, preferred by bakers and chefs. Salted butter, ideal for toast and breakfast. Clarified butter, ghee, water, and protein-free, used in diets and Asian cuisines. Organic butter, made from milk sourced from certified organic farms. Flavored butter, infused with garlic, herbs, truffle, lemon, and more. Each type requires its own recipe and production method. Dedicated lines are used for different butter variants. Modern butter production is not just about taste, it's about sustainability. Factories are investing in eco-friendly technologies. Water recycling systems reduce resource consumption. Energy-efficient boilers lower CO2 emissions. Byproducts, such as buttermilk and rinse water, are reused or fed to animals. Some factories are powered by solar energy and use biodegradable packaging. Plant-based butter alternatives are also increasingly developed for consumers who avoid animal products. That simple pack of butter in your fridge is the result of hundreds of people's work. Farmers, engineers, technologists, logistics teams, and machine operators. Every step, from a cow grazing in the field to a smooth golden block in foil, is finely tuned. All of this happens so that you can enjoy that rich, creamy flavor each morning on toast or in a warm bowl of porridge. Butter is more than a food product. It's a part of culture, culinary tradition, and everyday joy. Next time you open a fresh stick of butter, remember, behind that taste lies science. Molecular stability, microbiology, logistics, and farming all come together to bring you that single moment of satisfaction. Butter isn't just fat, it's the base of flavor, texture, and the warmth of homemade meals. And now, you know exactly how it's made.